Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Up and in, and we're underway here in the home opener. And that's outside. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Oh, great stuff. Fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 strike.
And downstairs, Buxton on at first, nobody out.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Anthony drifts towards it, and there's one away. Gleyber Torres up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Man at first, one away. And it is 2-1. Outside, Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Pitch is in there. 0-2 now.
0-2. Oh.
In the dirt.
1-2.
That one ripped. Going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. And we're back. And towing the slab, Ranger Suarez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Torres fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Jordan Lawler digging in for the Nationals.
The third baseman, Jordan Lawler.
Buxton sprinting after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, bases empty. Next for the Nationals is the DH, James Wood.
Yes.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. He swings and fouls one off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back in Washington, D.C. Top of the second. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swinging a foul out of play. And there's a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
0-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And brings it in at the wall. And now it's Baez. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Hit on the ground to short. Baez gone in the play.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Parker Meadows, the next to hit, takes outside. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Irvin makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here in Nationals Park, we head to the bottom of the second. And now up for Washington, Andres Chaparro. Late swing fouled off.
That's out the corner.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Torres. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the second baseman. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No ball.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Fouled off. He was late.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Popped up. Torres makes the play, and welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Wenzel Perez. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Perez measures 5 feet 10 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Usually in center field, but today starting in left. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Line drive, and it's caught for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Buxton now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And that's off the outside edge. 1-1. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
1-2.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 2-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Foul ball.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. That's ripped to right down the line. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
that's a ball.
You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Torkelson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Hey! Woo! 1-2.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Up now for Washington, Nasim Nunez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And there's 1 down. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Dalton Rushing. Late on that fastball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
0-2.
And no one can get there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So the lineup flips over. Roman Anthony digging in for the Nationals. And that one just missed off the outside edge. That's a base hit. The throw to third. The tag out.
Now batting, third
Jordan Lawler digging in for the Nationals.
Lawler.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Meadows on his way over, and that will end the inning. Back in Washington, D.C., and the batter now, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing it.
Oh, Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. That one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Reaching down, makes the catch. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. And that one clips the corner. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And that's outside. Ball 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back. You can kiss it goodbye. He leaves the yard to right. It's 4-0. And the batter now, Andy Ibanez. Hit in the air, center field. Anthony under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Nationals Park. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the DH, James Wood. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Baez. The throw to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. Foul ball there. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball.
Something I'm
1 strike.
noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Byron Buxton. Irvin back to work. And that one is inside. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Line drive, caught. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. And that's down and away. 1 out, bases empty. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. 1 down, bases empty. Inside.
No, that's a
ball 3. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here comes a 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ripped into right center. Base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location, but you wouldn't know it by how the ball came off his bat.
Anthony makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So man
Now
aboard,
the first
Spencer
baseman,
Torkelson
Spencer
will hit next.
Torkelson.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Around second is Schwarber.
Didn't take long to get a result
Now
for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Langoliers up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swung on, belted. Going back on this one. Adios, pelota. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now, Dylan Cruz.
The right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
He was late there, strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
The left fielder,
And he's
number
registered
30,
3 Ks in this one. And stepping
Young.
in is the speedy Jacob Young. On the ground to the left. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Nunez at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Strike.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Baez throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back.
Leading
And now the right fielder, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows.
Meadows goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. You can kiss it goodbye. And they add on. It's 8-0. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air, left side. Young gets under it. Brings it in. 1 down. Here's the 3rd baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Check swing went around, and that is strike 1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first in time. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that is that. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Are we on script?
The
Never.
catcher.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before
Now
a game.
batting, the center
And
fielder,
now the center
Roman
fielder, Roman Anthony.
Anthony.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And there's 2 down.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair.
Now batting,
He had a pretty big
third
melon,
baseman,
and
Big dome?
it took a while.
Yeah.
Lower.
There's a little pressure there too, because he had a big date that night and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And that's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits.
Now
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone,
Andre.
and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Throw-in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So Dave Martinez going with a pinch hitter here. Luis Garcia. 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball. Baez fires over to first. That ends the inning. Back in Washington, D.C. We go to the top of the 7th. Down the number 2 hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Anthony should have this one. 1 away. Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Lawler tossed to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Spencer Torkelson. And that one fouled off. Fought off foul. Next offering misses, and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Langoliers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Now fly ball to right center. Cruz makes the catch. And that is back here in Nationals Park. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Ibanez zips it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
The left
So
fielder,
digging
number
in,
30,
Jacob Young.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So now a pinch hitter, Dalen Lyle, looking to start something with 1 gone. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle.
Everything came together for him. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Meadows. And there's 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Dalton Rushing. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No
Just a
ball.
bit
1
tardy
strike.
there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Buxton sprinting after it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's Javier Baez. Swings here and blasts one left field. You can kiss it goodbye. He sends a rocket to left. And they add a run. It's 9-1. Meadows in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. Adios, pelota. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 10-1. And here is Wenzel Perez. Did not go. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
No question about this one. It's out of here. That one felt good. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 11-1. Ibanez at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Anthony makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Byron Buxton. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 down, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add a run. It's 12-1. Schwarber in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Out number 2. Here's Gleyber Torres. Out to short, Nunez. Whips it across.
Yep,
and Gleyber Torres retired. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony. Owens back to work. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Lawler, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Looks
like it'll be a pinch hitter. Jose Tena, nice opportunity for him. Runner at second with nobody out. Late that time, and it's strike two. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the eighth.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And here's the DH for Washington, James Wood. And first offering is fouled off. Torkelson. Runs, scores, but a terrific play to get the out. So next will be the four-hole hitter for the Nationals, Andres Chaparro.
Well, the run comes across the score right there, but defensively, when you have a lead like this late in the ball game, you're counting outs. Nice job of simply just trading a run for an out.
Buxton puts it away. That is the inning. And your final.